Hey folks, Eddie from Brain Pulp TV back with the third part and the second match of our Eldritch Moon pre-release Swiss draft. Now, if you haven't been watching the drafts, a link will be appearing above my head that will take you to the first part of this draft. If you have been watching, you'll know we won the first match, which means we're guaranteed to get at least one pack at the end of this draft. And yeah, now it's time to see how we do in the second match. Okay, so here we are in the second match. One thing I noticed after the last update, the preview card window stays the size and the place where I put it last. The play window does not. So let's move this over too. Now there was a bit of a wait between the end of the first match and the beginning of the second match, so our opponent probably went to get a snack or something like that. So hopefully they will be back well within the 10 minutes, because I certainly don't want anyone to grab a forfeit. So now that I've had time to think about it, I'm wishing I hadn't taken out the twins, the vampire twins with madness, because the crypt breaker is something good to get out, and you want to be able to discard stuff. So I really should have left in that and probably the other madness vampire, maybe taking out a couple other things. I mean, I can always sideboard them in, but I'll be sideboarding them in every second game. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It's one of those things where I think I had some time constraints when it came to the deck building and didn't make the best choices. But yeah, it's when you take a step back and think about certain things, I don't think that was the best choice to pull those two madness cards out, not when I was keeping the crypt breaker in. I also have to be conscious with the crypt breaker, since I don't have a lot of madness cards. I don't think I have any madness cards now left until after I sideboard, to maybe hold back a few extra lands that I don't necessarily need on the board, specifically for crypt breaker, as opposed to running out every single land, because a lot of times you're not going to use most of the land that's on the board. So maybe I should be holding a couple back once I get the right amount of lands. Our opponent has lost connection to the game. That's not good. I'm really hoping they come back. They still have like just over 6 minutes, so it's not super dire straits. But there was one time when I was in the middle of the draft, actually, and boy, does Magic Online, when left to its own devices, pick some really awful cards. I actually lost my connection during the draft, and I couldn't even get back in time for the first match. So the first game of the first match. So I really hope this is just sort of a temporary thing, because one of the big parts of these videos, I mean, this is a Swiss draft as well too. Winning or losing is the difference of one pack, which I'm not saying is insignificant, but it's not like a pro tour, right? So I would rather have a match for you guys to watch and take a loss from it than win by forfeit. But once again, our opponent still has just over 5 minutes, so hopefully they will be back before they time out. While we're waiting, I'll just tell a quick story about the other pre-release event I did. I did the Eldritch Moon Pre-Release League, 5-match league, and I didn't do the greatest. I got 3 wins, 2 losses. I think I mentioned that in a previous part of this video series. However, I did open up a Liliana, the Last Hope, in the prize pool. Not the prize pool. Well, for me, it was the prize pool, but in my card pool. And right now, that's selling for like 35 tickets on Magic Online. So I cashed that in, so it paid for the league, and those tickets will be used towards future drafts for the channel. So hopefully that will allow us to have a little bit more content and make up for what is sadly shaping up within a minute to be possibly one less match for this league. So, okay, well, that is definitely not the way to win a match. So yeah, I am not going to break this up into a separate part. So if those of you who are wondering why there's only going to be 3 parts to this video, it's because this match sadly did not really take place. It's a win for us, but a dubious win at best. Anyways, through the magic of editing, we're going to move on to the third and final match of this Eldritch Moon pre-release Swiss draft right now. Okay, so here we are in the third match. Our opponent said, "Good luck, have fun," or GLHF. Thanks, you too. Our opening hand is something we will keep. It's not the best opening hand, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So yeah, we are going to keep this. We will keep this. Playing red. Keen observation skills had me clue into the fact that they were playing red. So we have a turn 4 play, which is good for us. So turn 2, 3, and 4. The Thermal Alchemist has made another appearance here, folks. Okay, now we are going to Graph Rats. Now, there's no sense in doing the Thermal Alchemist or doing the Choking Restraints in the Thermal Alchemist. If we get Moon Silver, no, that's not abilities, that's flipping, right? I can't flip? Okay, so there's really no point in this. The Vampire. I mean, we could do it on the Vampire. It may be better just to trade with it. Or just hang on. Do we want to do it on the Vampire? It's got Trample. At the beginning of your combat turn, you may discard a card if you do, if it gets until the end of turn. Now, it'll still be able to discard, but I'm going to, I'm going to wait for a bigger threat to use Choking Restraints. Because it's entirely possible they'll be able to get rid of Graph Rats next turn, and if that's the case, then that's just the case. So we're going to be taking one from the old Alchemist. They are discarding a card. Oh no, they're not. Okay. No attacks. No attacks. Haunted Dead. Okay, not super crazy about Haunted Dead, but it is what it is. Jeez Louise. More land. We got all the land we could ever possibly need. We're going to go ahead and bring out a Chaplain. And now they got us on a clock where they can do 2 to us each turn. And I think next turn we are going to put the Choking Restraints on something and maybe swing in with the Nearheath Chaplain. Or we can bring out Campaign of Vengeance and start swinging in for more. This will help us recoup some of the life that we're losing from the Spirit and... Okay, so the Crusader. Through Crusader. Radio. Do we want to... Interesting. Interesting. So we're going to take out the Crusader and I think the Fury Blade. I mean, we can Choking Restraints the Crusader, but I mean, Nearheath is the only thing that's going to trade with it, so... And it'll trade with everything else, so we might as well, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. And I want to take out the Fury Blade. I think that's the bigger threat. Gain a bit of life. So do they. The Chaplain. We got more land. So hooray for us. We're just going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3. Do that. Get 2 1/1 flyers out. We already played our land, so we can't Choking Restraints anything, but I'll do that on the Haunted Dead. That's fine. They're a bit ahead on clock. This is okay too. I don't think I'm going to block that. Yeah, because I think when Campaign of Vengeance comes out, I think it's going to be better for us. Unless they get a flyer out. Yeah, so we're going to take care. Whenever an opponent's source an opponent can do damage to you or a permanent you control. Okay, so this will basically just counteract that. So why don't we... stop that from doing anything anymore. Now, this is to you, right? To you or a permanent you control. So I'm going to not swing in quite yet because I don't want to take the extra damage until I get Campaign of Vengeance out. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can put that out next turn. They can keep on swinging in for that. You know what? I'm going to take out one of their flyers. Let's take out one of their flyers. It's going to take we're going to take an extra point of damage anyways, but it's going to slow down the clock. We can also go ahead and exile this so we're not taking all this extra damage. Era Falcon Oath. This is good for us, actually. I need to bring the Inspiring Captain out. I don't necessarily need to. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could have hard casted next turn anyways, but I want to bring the Captain out. So I will be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 next turn, possibly even more. 7 plus that. This will help us start to recoup. I can exile this next turn. Yeah, let's just go ahead and swing in with the spirits. Should I bother swinging in with the spirits? No, I'm not going to swing in with the spirits. I'm going to use the spirits to possibly chump block that. So I could also bring this out now. Or I could just hard cast it next turn and have the Inspiring Captain up as well too. You know, I'm not going to, yeah, I'm just going to leave the Inspiring Captain up. I'm not going to. They got 2 cards left in hand. We can exile this to stop that from happening. I would love to get Campaign of Vengeance out sometime this century. I'm not even going to bother blocking it. If they want to discard and flip it, that's fine. So they have more stuff that they can discard. Another land. Yeah, I'm just going to hard cast this. Then next turn, I'm probably just going to get rid of the Flameblight Angel so it can stop doing damage to us. End step, do 1 damage to us. Gorgers. Attacks each combat if able. Does not have haste though, which is good for us. We will be taking another 3 here if we don't block. That'll put us down to 6. If I do block it, I'll lose my flyer. Is it better for me to chump here? Yeah, you know what? I gotta hold off a little bit until... Because this costs 5 to get rid of that. They got 1 card left in hand. I will chump block here. We will take 1 anyways, but at least we're not taking 3. More stinking land. Let's go ahead and... exile the enchanted creature. So now we're not taking damage for that. Still got the Inspiring Captain. It would be nice if we could get this out as well too, but we can't. So we are going to hold off. We're going to take 3, 4, 5 in total because he can ping us for 1. That puts us down to 7. This is going to put us down to 4. This might help us change that swing a little bit. But I'm definitely blocking the Insatiable Gorgers next turn. It's got to attack each turn if able. So 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3 by air. We have nothing that can really stop that. 4, it'll deal damage to us. So 3, swinging for 1, swinging for 2. And it's just not enough because they can swing it for, they're going to do 1. Yeah, they're going to ping us. Good game. I need an exclamation point on good game. And we say good game to our opponents because they did a very good job. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure that that was the worst for us. I mean, it obviously the game didn't work out to our advantage, but I think we're still in good shape of being able to pull this one out next turn. I'm gonna bring in the twins. Providence may not be a bad thing here as well too. Maybe, you know what? Screw it. It's the last game. Let's play Providence. Let's go for this. Yeah. Providence, what are we going to take out, folks? What are we going to take out? We will take out... So stupid to play Providence. Let's take out the Pilgrim. Yeah, we're going to take out the Pilgrim. We're going to take out... Not that. Not that. Not that. We're going to take out Survive the Night so that we can play a really ridiculously dumb card and a decent card. So I think this is good. So we're going to go ahead and submit. Would we like to play first? Yes, we would. I can make this work. Oh! We're going to keep. Reveal this card. Okay. Okay, I said to the opponent, for the record, I think that's a silly card to play. It worked out for us, but still. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and bring out the Spectre. I don't even care if we win at this point. Why? Because we actually got Providence to work on turn 1. Ridiculous. So we're going to swing in with the Inspector. We're going to bring out Lone Rider. We can bring out Nearheath Chaplain on 4. We can draw on the next turn if we need to. Oh, why? Why'd you gotta do that? That's just meanness. That's just mean. We're not gonna get the extra value for it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the Ironclad Slayer now. Swinging with the Inspector. Bring out the Slayer. Next turn we can bring out the Chaplain. Put some pressure on them. This is fine too. Instead of swinging in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we can do this. We can bring out the Maw. Or we can do it with the Chaplain next turn. Yeah, you know what? We're going to swing in. See if they make the trade. They do make the trade. Okay. So we're going to bring out the Chaplain, and we can Abundant Maw with the Chaplain. I mean, the Ironclad Slayer is not the end-all and be-all for us. Play another land. Going to swing and attack. So we've got 5, 6, so we need one more land for that to work. I'm going to go ahead and use the clue now. Should have used the clue before. I'm going to hold the Guardian back. Insolent Neonate. Going to give the Nearheath Chaplain the +1/+1, obviously. Do they have dual shot? They do not have dual shot, I guess. Swinging with both of these. Are you just going to pitch it? It's fine. 4. So 7/3. So we could I mean, we could get near the... I want to keep the Chaplain. It's got lifelink. It's doing work for us, so let's keep the Chaplain for now. Tax each turn if able. That's okay for us as well, too. And... do we swing in with everything? Or do we just swing in with... I'm going to swing in with everything. No, I'm just going to swing in with the Chaplain. Do I want to swing in with... yeah, let's just swing in with the Chaplain. Do we want to bring that out, or... yeah, so this is fine. We have Chumpers, we have air superiority right now. Biting Rain, all creatures get -1/-1 until the end of turn. That kind of sucks for us. End of turn, so now we can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't hard... well, we'll hard cast the Twins. Still have Providence, so if we ever get below 26, we can bring ourselves back up. So they can pick one. They can either pick the Maw or Providence, but they can't pick them both. So Providence. They know our hand now. Swamp, great. Actually, the Swamp's not bad because it allows us to cast it. Hard cast it. Just cast it. So we have them... I mean, they've got 4 cards in hand, so we need to get some decent draws. Biting Rain was a huge problem for us. Okay, so the Flame Blade, that's not bad. It's not another Swamp. Okay, so we're going to hang off. Do I swing in with Abundant Maw? And see if they'll trade? Yeah, might as well keep up the pressure. They're not going to block it with the Angel. Yeah, they'll block it with that. That's fine. Take one. Menace. Okay, because I'm not going to block that anyways. Haste, the Mad Prophet. So they're going to swing it for 6? No, they're not going to swing it for 6. That would be silly. We'll swing in with the Twins. Keep pressure up. Now, do we have 4? We don't have 4 card types. All right, we swing in with the Twins. We'll take one. So this is going to be good for us as well, too. It's going to be able to... It can't block the Whelp, which is fine. But I think we have them... We're still in pretty good position, even though they have 3 cards in hand, and they probably got a lot of burn. Okay, now they've got a lifelinker, which sucks for us. They are keeping the Flameblade Angel up. We have a ton of removal, folks, but... Bring out Graph Rats. And I'm just going to keep the rest up for now. We may or may not pull this off. I mean, they're filtering. They get to filter like mad. We have so much removal. We can shut them down if we just catch something that's part of our removal. There's the one game where we just dying for a creature and all we were getting our removal. And this game, we really want our removal. Biting Rain. Biting Rain was a huge, huge change in this game's tempo. They'll swing in with the Flame Blade, I'm assuming. No, they're going to swing in with the... I'm going to block with that as well, too, just to be on the safe side. Because it does do an extra bit of work for us. We're taking 4, 5, 6. They're gaining back. Oh, madness. Okay. Avison's Judgment. Yeah. I think we have... I mean, I still consider it a moral victory for having been able to cast Providence in our first turn. Okay, this is fine. So we are going to get a 2... Yeah, 3-2. This is going to die. Gain another bit of damage, which is fine as well, too. Bound by Moonsilver, thank goodness. And we can take out their menace creature. I'm going to swing in because they can keep swinging in each turn if they need to. If they want to lose their menace creature, that's fine. We still take an additional damage. They can still filter. They can't filter this turn though. They can filter on their own turn. They are going to filter. Or they okay, that wasn't for madness. Thermal Alchemist. Good lord! Every game! And he's got 2! Oh my god. Okay, so throttle. Do I throttle one of those? Because this isn't doing much for us. I think I have to throttle one of these. Otherwise we're in too short of a clock. It's an instant speed. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and... I should have probably throttled one of them sooner. I almost want to get rid of this. Discard a card. Each player loses 2 life. It's fine. Do I throttle this now? I think I should throttle one of these now. Because he'll just be able to tap it, but... Or do I hold off? Get rid of one of them now. Tap it, that makes sense. Bring out Fiendbinder. We may still pull this out, folks. We have more removal. We still have the restraints thing. That's bad for us. Wish I had throttle back. God, more land. More land. Wonderful. Oh, lordy Lou. I can't swing in with that. They've got enough to flip this, don't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't have enough to flip it. If they have another land next turn, they do. There's so many more things that could help us. And they're really not helping us. Okay, so yeah. I really need something to get rid of the Outcast. Because now the Outcast is going to be a major threat for us. Swings in, that's fine. I'm not going to block it. End step. Rise from the grave. Okay. What do they have anything that's better for us? Oh, they have the Crusader. Satiable Gorgers. God, I wish I could. Now, what do we have that's possibly better than that? I don't think we have anything that's better than that. I mean, we have the Abundant Maw. Guardian of Pilgrims. We'll be able to gain some life back. Lone Rider. The Inspector. I mean, I think... Oh! when you cast this, target opponent reveals their hand. It's a 5/5, so they'd have to pump this once, but I don't think that's that big of a deal for them. I think we need the health. So I'm thinking, yeah, I think we got to bring out the Crusader. Let's bring out the Crusader. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll bring out the Crusader. So we get to live maybe one more turn. Okay, so they got 9 cards left. Do 1 to us. That's fine too. Each player loses 2 life. Okay. Two, 3, 4. Madness, destroy target creature. Oh, you're mean. Oh, you horribly mean person. Oh, you cruel, cruel man. Ugh. So bad for us. So bad for us. Now they can swing in. Yeah. Well, good games. Your deck is nuts. Good luck in your next event. Makes sense. They don't know what we have in our hands. So. Let's draw some cards. Let's see. Land. Good Lord. And then there's the Scavengers, and then something can help. So we had 2 more land coming to us as well, too. We had quite a land glut, which is sad. But, I mean, can't take anything away from our opponent because our opponent's deck was really good. On the plus side, though, we did get to reveal Providence on our opening hand, so there's that. So there you go, folks. In the end, we walk away with 2 packs in the Swiss draft. We got to play Providence, which, honestly, I had to give it a shot. I realized that might have been one of the things that cost us the game. Though we were ahead. Biting Rain really created a huge swing for our opponent and in our opponent's favor. So that did not help us out. You know, we caught a few extra lands, but once again, you can't take anything away from the opponent because if everything had gone right, our opponent's deck was so solid, I still don't know if we would have even come close to winning. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, if you have any advice other than please don't play Providence again, leave that in the comments section below. You can also follow us and contact us directly on Twitter at BrainPulpTV, or you can follow and contact me on Twitter at Geek Tragedy. And now that all that is said, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us, and I'll see you all very soon.